Lovely Scorpio, welcome to your February 2021 reading. Hope this reading finds you well. I'd like to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my channel. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will know when I'm posting new videos for you. It also helps support my channel, which I would really appreciate. This is a general reading for you, Scorpio. It's a reading for Scorpio sun, rising and moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there that will be specific to you. As I've been meditating on your collective energy, my lovely Scorpio, and what I get is very interesting. I get that it is a time of things unfolding for you. Things unfolding for you. I feel that you've hit your stride and things are going to start moving forward for you. It's about planning, it's about putting a whole lot of things in place, changes that have been coming in, and now it's sit back and just let that ease and grace, just let that move forward on its own. It's about hitting your stride. It's about opportunities coming your way. You've laid the foundations, you've done the work, and so now it's just about sitting back and letting this abundance and this opportunities just come your way and unfold. Watch those things unfold. What they're showing me here is a little bit like a spring garden. You know, in winter everything looks really dormant and really tired, and then you prepare the soil, you fertilize, you weed, you put new plantings in, and then spring comes and things just open up, things unfold, the flowers come out, and it's about doing the work earlier and then watching the results. And that's very much where you're at with February, with what's unfolding for you, my lovely Scorpio. Being really earthed, being in touch with this grounding, with this earthing, with this nurturing. So come February, and I really like this, you've got the Strength card. So you're going to be feeling really, really strong, really confident about the decisions you've made, about the choices you've made, about the direction you're heading in. Things are falling into place. As I said, things are unfolding. There's ease and grace about just letting things be, and they come in their own time. They will come to you. It's not about chasing it. It's not about wanting it to happen faster. It's about just sitting back, ease and grace, and letting those things unfold. If there's a completion to a study and you're wanting a position or a work in a particular area, once you've done the work, just allow that to happen. It will come. What is yours will come to you. If you are retiring, it's about all that work, all the foundations, everything you've done, and it's now about ease and grace and watching the opportunities of this next chapter in your life come to fruition. If there's changes, if there's relocation, a promotion, you've put in the hard work. I feel like that's happened, and now it's just time to feel really confident about what you've done. You've done as much as you can, and let's see what evolves. Let's see what grows from that. It's interesting because you've also got the Judgment card. And so part of that evolving is about things coming up from the past that need to be released. So that clears the way. You know, it's like what I'm seeing, they're showing me metaphors for you. A snowstorm. There's a snowstorm, and you can't drive through roads that are built up with snow or fallen trees or whatever. That needs to be cleared. Those blocks need to be cleared so that then you can proceed on your journey, on your way. That's the Judgment card. The Judgment card is things that will come up that block your way, things that need to be looked at, to be removed. so that you can proceed with ease and grace moving forward. So there's going to be things from your past, there's going to be triggers that are going to trigger memories or situations, feelings that you have that need to be released in order for you to reap the true benefits of what's coming up ahead for you, because it really is looking very, very good for you. Let's have a look at what those are. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot. I like this because this tarot delves beneath the surface. And that's what we want to do, especially with the Judgment card. So tell me, what is the meaning of the Judgment card for Scorpio, please? What is the Judgment card for Scorpio? What is the Judgment card for Scorpio? Let's have a look. You've got 2 cards, so they're really wanting to get the message across to you. They're really wanting to get the message across to you. You have, oh, it's interesting, you have the Knight of Cups. And so with the Judgment card, it's about that, it's about something that has an emotional connection, something that has emotional roots that need to come up to the surface, and they need to be released. They're going to take a certain amount of bravery, but you're going to need to dig deep, go beneath the surface with these emotions and see what's there, see what comes up, see what needs to be removed so that you can continue on in your journey, because Knights are about forward movement. They're about moving ahead, and and they're also about bravery. So it's going to take dedication and bravery and concentration to really focus in on some situations that might be difficult for you. And you also have the King of Cups, which is interesting because it's a lot to do with emotions, which is your sign too. It's a water sign. There's a lot to do with emotions, but this tells me that once you do that, you're going to be in control of your emotions. You're going to be in control of your emotional state. You're going to make the right choices and decisions, and there is going to be fantastic forward movement here, positive forward movement. So once you've done this, anything you want to put in place, you can manifest it, you can create it, because kings are about creating. They're about giving orders, they're about commanding, and things come about, things happen. So listen to your self-talk, listen to what you want to bring in around you, what you want to create. You've also got the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is about balance. It's about harmony and it's about balance. So keep your emotions even-keeled. Keep yourself in harmony and in balance. So don't have these, great mood swings or, great highs and great lows. Bring some sense of balance here. Know that where you are at is exactly where you need to be. What is coming up for you is exactly what is needing to come up for you to clear that way for that life, that harmony, that peace, anything you want to bring in, anything you want to create in your reality. It's all there, but it's done with balance. It's done with balance. So I've got here Nicola Ciccioli cards. I'm going to draw some of these. These are fun cards, and this is about having fun. It's about being balanced, but enjoying the journey. It's not about the end, the destination. It is about the journey and what you learn along the way. Can I have a card for Scorpio, please, about their sense of balance and what the importance of that is, what will be the outcome of having that balance. Go for walks. Go for walks, go swim, be near water, do garden, do whatever brings you that sense of peace, that sense of balance, because the outcome will be really good. Yes, you see, you have the Star. That's lovely, the Star. And the Star is about looking at things at different perspectives. Looking at things from up high so that you see the whole picture. See the whole picture. Look at things from different perspectives, not just one perspective. Look at it from many different angles, and you'll find that peace and that harmony. Go for walks. Anything you need to do to bring that sense of peace and balance into your life so that you can see things differently. See things from different angles. Not so that it doesn't create resistance. I'm hearing here, don't create resistance. It's about ease and flow. No resistance. That ease and grace creates in your reality a need to, you see, there's going to come a time where you need to just stop. You need to stop expending a whole lot of energy in situations that aren't going to change, in situations that are out of your control, and really focus in on what is in your control. What can you change? What is it that you can bring about? What can you do? It's about taking some time out, having a rest, having a relaxation. If you feel like sitting and reading a book, sleeping in, having time to yourself, retreat into your cave to process things. Instead of, this is being active, this is charging ahead, this is fighting battles, this is really expending a lot of energy. And then you get to a point where you just need to regenerate. So you're going to have a time in February where you're going to need to just regenerate. Have a time of relaxing, have a time of, you might get a cold. It mightn't be that you've got a cold or you're just feeling a little bit flat. You don't have the energy to put out, and that's okay. Don't fight it. Remember, ease and grace. Ease and grace. It's about just enjoying the time. Whatever you feel like doing it's all good. It's all good. So, it's something that is completely doable for you. What do you have here? You have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. See, it's about you being protective about you, about where you're at, about what you're needing, what your needs are. Having all these surprises here. That's being resourceful. Having these things that are yours, that are your resources. Digging deep into those. But that is also about, these live in her skirts. It's about being protective. Be protective of you, of your energy, of what you're wanting to do. And it's also confidence. So be confident enough that if you need time out, you can take time out. Be confident enough that where you are is fine. Where you are is good. That's also very important. Then we come along to the Emperor, and the Emperor is about, you have that time to yourself, and then when you come out of that, you gain resources, you gain your strength and your confidence, and you come out as the Emperor, which is, the Emperor has ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, and also is sitting on a very strong throne, which is a really strong foundation. They take charge. They're confident in what they are asking, what they're doing. They rule their environment. So it's about you really taking charge of your own environment, not of others, but of your own environment. What you want to create, what do you want to bring in? What sort of empire do you want to create for yourself? What strength do you want to create? If it's about a new business venture, a promotion, a job, it's about, this is a great time to go for that because there is real strength here, there's confidence here, and that comes across to other people as well. So you do move into a time in February where you are feeling quite empowered, and that's a really good time to begin new projects, begin new study, begin something new, plan something new. Buy a property, it's a really good, you're in control here. You've got this sixth sense, this innate ability, this intuition to really know what's going to work and what's not. And that's going to really strengthen this ancient knowledge, this sense of knowing is going to come to you, around the third week of February. Timing's going to be different for all of you because, of course, your natal charts are all very different, but that energy is going to come through for you. If not this month, it might be next month. Listen to the months either side because, there's last month, there might be things that are going on there that are happening for you this month. Timing's different. Then you've got the Eight of Cups. So all of this leads you to a point where you decide that it's time to walk away from something. And that can be old attitudes, behaviours, the past, some toxic people. It's about walking away from situations, whatever they may be for you, Could be walking away from a job for some of you, where that way of working and that way of living is no longer suited. It doesn't suit you anymore. So you're walking away from that to something new, something new. There's something there. You're walking towards something. You're not walking away from something and there's nothing. You're walking towards something. So there's something that you're planning. And in that planning, these things that you're walking away from might not have a place. So it's about releasing things. There's an emotional attachment to what you're releasing as well, I want to say to you. There's an emotional attachment to what you're releasing. But you're releasing it because you're ready to do it. It's not something that happens to you. You decide that that no longer fits in your life. It's time to move on from a situation, a person, I don't know what it is, but it's time, because of course you've got the Death card. So this means that there's a time of change coming up for you. There's a time of change. There's a time of endings. And with those endings, there's new beginnings. So with any sort of, the death of something, there's a new start, there's a new beginning. There's always something new that replaces it. So when you decide that there's things that no longer suit you, that are no longer needed, and you release them, there's an ending, but then there's makes room for new beginnings, makes room for new things to come in for you, makes room for new opportunities as well. Then as we progress, so you're clearing this space, and what that leads to is absolutely fabulous. You have the Empress here, and the Empress is about the birth of new ideas, the birth of a new life, the birth of a new start. There's abundance, there's growth, there's fertility, even fertility as far as having children, but it's lush. So there's growth and there's fulfillment, there's satisfaction, there's, everything that you hope for, everything you've planned for comes to fruition. It's about clearing old attitudes, old behaviours, old ways of being. That needs to be released. That releases the resistance. That releases that sense of being stuck in the past. It's about letting that go so that there is a forward movement. So what I see very much for you, my lovely Scorpio, is this doorway. There's this proverbial doorway that you walk through, and you have the opportunity to walk through that and close the door, and there's this new chapter, there's this new start that's coming up for you through things that you've created, things that you've wanted to put in place, things that you've wanted to release, changes that you've wanted to make, and set about putting in the work to bring in those changes. I won't say hard work, but bring in the work and the mental changes to bring in the physical changes in your reality. Let me draw a card and see. They're telling me to draw one of these Nicoletta cards and see, but that's really tremendously positive. So as February progresses, you see this. What do you want to do? Start a new business, get a promotion, change the way you work, move location. What do you want to create around you? What do you want to create around you? You also have the Ace of Swords, which is new learning, new beginning, new skills, new knowledge, new mindset, new attitude. So there's a real turning point that comes about for you in February, towards the end of February, putting in that work in the beginning of February. Like I said to you, this sort of nurturing of a winter garden to then have the spring garden come through. New start, new beginning, new learning, new attitudes, new ways of thinking, new way of being, new way of seeing life. It's going to lead to tremendous success for you. There is success here. So anything you set your mind to doing, anything you set your mind to clearing, anything you set your mind to changing is going to be very successful for you. And people will notice that change, that shift within you. It's noticed, and you will find that your reality also changes around you. People's perceptions, reality around you changes. So there is success around you. Anything that you set out to do, anything you study, whatever it is for you, anything you set out to do is going to be successful. Ease and grace. Don't create the boundaries. Don't create the restrictions. Open up emotionally and allow things to flow through you. Absolutely allow things to flow through you. The last card's very interesting for February here. You've got the Five of Cups, and there's some sort of, what aren't you letting go of? There's something that you keep reflecting on in the past. There's something that you're looking at in the past that you're not letting go of, and thinking, oh, that this is my lot, this is it, there's nothing more. But there is, because there's two upright cups behind you and a beautiful window with the sun and the light coming through, and that tells me that there's more there. You need to just turn around and face your future. Leave the past behind, which is what was being said to you. Leave the past behind, and if you're feeling a little bit reflective towards the end of February, just reflect back on the energy of the Empress and the Ace of Swords that brings in new things around you, and understand that there's a lot of positive growth that is up ahead of you, coming up. Yes, you see, when you're feeling like that, it's about looking at things in a different perspective. You need to look at things differently. It's about being at peace and in harmony, and looking at things from a different perspective. It's also about wishing upon a star. What do you want to create? What do you want to bring in? Your thought patterns will do that. Your thought patterns will bring in and create your reality. So keep them positive. If you catch yourself having a negative thought, then turn that around into a positive thought. Angels of Abundance. Let's have a look, Scorpio, what's going on here with the Angels of Abundance. Oh, that flew out, didn't it? They really wanted to give you that quiet retreat. Yes, that's your Four of Swords, your quiet retreat and your temperance. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. And that's very much what is coming up for you in the first 3 weeks of February. In the last week, if you have that clarity, these things start to fall into place for you. Tremendously positive. I wish you many, many blessings, my lovely Scorpios. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website, and you can book a private reading from there. Many blessings to you.